Tap House.
Hi guys, welcome to the Tap House. I'm your host E, and today we have a special beer on tap. I don't know if I'm gonna get the name right, but it's the GULDEN DRAAK. It's a beer here. Let me show you how it looks real quick. For the viewers, it looks like a champagne bottle. Sorry, for the listeners. The viewers, it's not a champagne bottle. It's pretty big. I don't know how many pints is it. 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. And this beer, since I don't know if y'all ever heard me drink the one behind me, I might get drunk on this episode again. So just FYI to those people out there. But this beer is high fermentation. And then I also did take it again for a second fermentation. And it contains 4 times malt. It contains 4 more malt than a lager. So, and also it's a 10.7 alcohol by volume. So it's not that strong, but it's a lot. So everything else in here is German, so I can't really explain to you. So let me go on the website real quick and check out the dragon. There's some interesting story about that on the website real quick. So let me go ahead and look into that for y'all so y'all can check it out and see if y'all find it interesting. So GULDEN DRAAK has been brewed honoring the traditional use of precious hop varieties and unique strains of yeast since 1986. Our brewers control the high fermentation, natural lagering, and the re-fermentation process with skillful mastery. GULDEN DRAAK is living beer with a unique extended flavor evolution. The power of the GULDEN DRAAK, which is basically in English, gilded dragon in English. That's what it means, this dragon right here. Or the beer itself. Shines most brightly when served in its own unique glass. So they have this glass that they give you, I guess in the brewery, I'm assuming Germany. It's a shaped egg glass. So it looks kind of like the dragon glass from Game of Thrones, but the dragon eggs, but it's shaped as a glass. And they have a little dragon at the bottom that kind of keeps I forgot what it's called, but let me read more. It's basically served in its own unique glass, a mysterious dragon egg resting in the strength of a boulder. A small dragon has been lasered on the bottom of each glass. This etching keeps the fine head of foam from dissipating too quickly. So I kind of want to get that dragon glass, but basically I showed up here if I could find this so y'all can see how it looks like, and the inside too, because I'm kind of curious about that. But the legend of the dragon, DRAAK and Flemish, is a centuries old. The odyssey of this mythic beast begins in the northern Scandinavian on the prow of Viking ship, and after a long and winding journey, it ends at the top of the Gent Belfry. I realize that I don't know jack shit about like how to read this. I should really start to reread this before I read them live. But I don't know. I mean, I care, but at the same time, I kind of want to experience the first read with y'all. So hopefully I don't sound incoherent. But legend has it that the Gilded Dragon graced the prow of the ship and sailed in 1111 by the Norse king Sigurd Magnusson while on his crusade. After many battles against the Muslims in Spain and the Balearic Islands, among others, and he occupied the city of Sidon. After the victory, a warrior gave the gilded figure to the emperor, and in Constantinople, what is now known as Istanbul, so the emperor could place the top of the dome of the Hagia. Okay, you know what the fuck this shit. I can't read the rest of it. Well, anyways, the website will be basically up here, so y'all can check it out if y'all want to read it. But for me, this sounds very fucking interesting. The fact is, I'm going to screw this crap completely up. So I don't want to continue it because I think the story does sound very interesting. So I don't want to mess it up and maybe like bore y'all if I read it horribly wrong. So what we're here today is the beer. So let's go ahead and open this. Now this beer, for the listeners, has a pretty cool little cork on top that I have to unfold or unscrew. Okay, here it goes. I wonder if I can pop it open. Hold on, here it goes. Oh, shit. Oh, oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. My God, that's good beer. That's good beer, but... Oh, God, that was really good beer. That's a way to drink the beer, right? Oh, shit, man. For the listeners, I basically brought the whole foam up from the beer and it spilled all over me. I don't have time to clean it up, so I'm gonna just go on. Oh, man. Sorry, I don't want to show my stomach. God dang it. I'm gonna smell like beer now. But I caught it on there though, so that's pretty cool. Son of a bitch. Okay, so man, that was good beer. Okay, you know what? I don't have any towels, so I'm gonna use my cobija. Check it out, guys. I still have my cobija, it's a blankie for those in English, from since I was born. It's pretty cool, huh? But I'm gonna use it for this. Born a drinker, still a drinker. That's what I'm talking about. Got the booby milks. Now I got the beer milks. I mean, I have no clue what I'm saying. It's just this fucking shit. Surprising. Anyways, for the listeners, I'm sorry. The audio is probably stupid right now, but for the viewers, you got something out of it, right? Oh, fuck me. Anyways, I did get the chance to taste it before it fell down, but I do have to say, god damn, that's really good. No fucking lie, dude. No fucking lie. And I bought a little cup that kind of replicates the egg, so I could kind of give homage to the brewery. So I want to go ahead and pour this on the cup. Oh, man, I'm all sticky. Fuck it. So I want to see how the color looks like, and of course I don't want to get too drunk right away, so I'm kind of pouring it as singles. Gigi, don't drink that as beer. No, you're gonna get drunk, girl. Go there. She just thought it was water, so dang it. Gigi, it's okay, girl. It's okay. It's just a drop. I'm sorry about that. You're not supposed to drink that. I'm sorry. I guess she my dog looked at it and licked it. She thought it was water. Luckily, not that much dropped, so it's not gonna really affect her. I hope not. But here's the pour. I hope y'all can see it. Oh man, that shit smells good. I mean, cause it's all over me right now, but it looks good too on the pour. No fucking lie, guys. No. Oh no, I'm not gonna drop it again. Not this time. Not this time. That's a way to start a podcast, right? That's a good way to start a podcast. All fucking up. So, for the listeners out there, the pour, I guess the beer, the way it looks, the color, it's very dark, malty. At the same time, what color I would say is golden brown, very dark golden brown. The foam itself looks very tasty, which I drank it already. So for the listeners out there, it's perfecto, it's magnifico. For the viewers, let's try this the real way that I was supposed to drink this beer. Bro, it's good. That beer is so fucking good. What the hell? Like, no lie. I've drank really good beers, but that is crazy. That's crazy good. It's because basically the beer is called Golden DRAAK 900 Quadruple, an exceptional golden amber quadruple ale. I don't know if anybody had quadruple ales, but damn, man, it's this. Fuck me, man. It was brewed in 2019, by the way, just in case y'all are wondering when it was brewed. I think it was batch 1 that I saw on the back right there. Oh man, this what it says here. It's an ale with an exceptionally rich and complex palate, brewed as an ode to the city of the Gents, Belgium, postal code 9000. So if you're wondering what the hell the numbers are there, Jesus, man, that's fucking crazy. That okay. So for the taste, I guess they do kind of mention it on here, so I kind of want to look into it real quick, so I can look at it. The color. Oh, I was way wrong on the color. I said golden dark brown. It's actually dark ruby red. Do y'all see that, guys? Dark ruby red, or just my eyes fucking me up? For the listeners, I'm sorry, but I'm showing on the camera for those who follow me on YouTube. So it's also alcohol by volume 10.5. The aroma is roasty malt and coffee. Let's see if I can smell that. I do not smell the coffee. I don't know. I don't smell the coffee at all, but I do smell the malts. Flavor is very full, bolded with notes of chocolates and caramel. What the fuck? I could taste the caramel. It hints of chocolate. Yes, they're kind of correct on that. I usually don't look into the website, but I kind of really want to give you the specifics of this beer, so you could be the judge of yourself and see, okay, that's kind of what I want to get, you know? Because this beer, for the price range, I should start doing the price ranges, right? So how much the beer costs, but this is $14 for the pint, which is not bad at all for one person or two. And the finish is bittersweet and very long. What the fuck does that even say? Sorry. It's bittersweet and very long. I think the best part of the beer is the ending. It's very smooth. No lingering bitterness at all. It's very one gulp and perfect. Okay, I can taste the chocolates. Every time you drink a sip of this beer, you find different notes of flavor inside of it. So that's a good kind of, I guess that's where the second fermentation comes from. There's a whole bunch of flavors coming out. I mean, obviously there's only two, right? But you kind of give a mix. You kind of have different texture in each sip. That I feel like it's two different beers at once. GG? No, baby. So, I don't know. This beer for me, it surprised me. Well, actually, it surprised me all in general, right? But it's really fucking good. I honestly, I've never had a quadruple pale ale, so that's a first for me, and it's something that I think you should try. I think anybody else in this world should try. Because I used to do triple hops, double hops. I think they have quadruple hops too. If I'm not mistaken. But this beer, I as much as I don't have M here with me to talk about it, and I wish we did. And again, I will let y'all know exactly what happened. But as a salute, wait, how do you do it in North Mist? Whatever the brewery. Anyways, y'all are awesome. What the fuck was that about? The beer and the brewery, guys, they did an amazing job on this brewery. The beer is fantastic. I think if I had to be honest, it's one of my favorite beers I had in this podcast in a long time. I do like a lot of these tastes and flavors, but like this one, I can see myself drinking just consistently with every other weekend. You know, I mean, as much money I have, and it depends how much drunk I get if it's just this pint. So whatever. Anyways, amazing beer. The story behind it is amazing. If anybody wants to read it, the brewery itself, I'll link it up here in the show notes down below. I'll link the website of the brewery so you can check it out. Only found 2 beers at the place I buy my beers at, so hopefully they have more around your area. But for me, guys, I'm gonna say this one is a fucking yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, for real. So let me hit that M right there. All right, cool. So honestly, guys, check it out. Y'all would not regret it. I think it's a nice treat if you want to stay at home with your wife and just, you know, drink a little bit, watch some fucking badass action movies, or some mythology movies, or something that Extraction. I heard that's a really good movie now, so check that one out. Chris Hemsworth. I haven't seen it specifically, but I've heard it's really good. So let me just get to the story, guys. This won't be a long episode, by the way, so don't expect me to get drunk like last time, or I do. I don't know. Normally the episodes come out pretty weirded when I'm alone, which is fine. So the reason why I'm alone, and kind of whenever I'm alone, I like to change the kind of the perspective of the camera, and I like to change the scenery just to give it a little different vibe. But the reason why I'm alone is because something happened at work where I work at, so I can't really go into specifics. But I mean, if you think about it, you kind of, oh, okay, I know what's going on. So M has to be away from me right now. No, I do not have COVID or anything like that. But in general, we're kind of keeping precaution in my job. So I told M to kind of get the fuck out. Kindly get the fuck out. Nah, just kidding. But I did give him a heads up and said, hey, dude, I don't feel safe having people around me right now. So just keep it chill. We should just stick like away from each other for at least until the end of the month, right? Because right now I feel like I'm good, and I don't have it. No, but it's just for precaution, especially since what happened at work. So you kind of want to get that restriction in there between us. So if anything, I'm like 99.9999 like Lysol, that I am good percentage wise. The 1% though, it's on my mind. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening there? You know what I'm saying? What's happening there? So that's why he's not here. And that's why I have me. So I apologize for those who do not love me. But you know what? I'm sure y'all do love me. Come on. I have some weird knowledge that I could bust up to y'all. Bust out like an explosion of semen going to make a baby. You know? Things like that. If you need help with advice of how to lose a girl, I got that. If you need help how to look like a dumbass in front of multiple people, I got that. If you want to learn how to procrastinate, I got that too. By the way, I have been procrastinating on the podcast just because of specific reasons. What I kind of mentioned before kind of took me off guard. So I was literally in this weird phase where I started to kind of freak the fuck out, and I cried a little bit at work. Well, obviously nobody saw me, and if you're listening to this, okay, fuck you for making fun of me. I mean, you probably won't see me until at the end of the month, but I felt really, really sad and like depressed for like a couple of days in that moment. Everything got to me and I freaked out. So every other day I drank beer, and I normally don't do that. I only drink beer on the podcast or when we go out to the bars when we used to go out, and then occasionally I'll drink a beer or two every so often. But I like to save it just because I want my palate to be cleansed by the time I get to the podcast, so I could savor all those flavors. I mean, it doesn't make sense in a way, but because I'll probably get more buzzed and the beers might taste more pungent to me. But at the same time, I prefer doing it that way than drinking consistently throughout the week and then drinking this beer. Because literally last night I drank a beer, the night before that I drank a beer, the night before that I drank 2 beers, the night before that I drank 3 beers. So it kind of became a consistent pace, and I figured that I need to calm the fuck down. Again, it has to do a lot with my job, and then also a little bit about school and stuff like that. But it got to me, guys, and I mean, I don't know how y'all are feeling out there in this quarantine at the same time, especially today in Texas. They lifted some restrictions, and man, people are fucking stupid as shit. I mean, really stupid. Like, oh man. Literally today, I went to go for a run. Excuse me. Right before the podcast, because I want to feel kind of healthy before I drink some beer. I ran 4 miles. You know, it ain't no thing but chicken wing, mamacita. Where's that from? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, mamacita. I think that's how my mother. Somebody, I think Barney said that. I'm not sure. Got a whole pint. So I'm going to try to finish the episode when I finish the pint. So I hope it doesn't go too bad. But I went to go run 4 miles. And normally I go, there's 2 ways to go, right, guys? I kind of paint a picture for all of you and for the listeners. On the left side, if you go run, there's parks, there's areas to sit down, camp. There's locations where it's like nice scenery. You could cross the lake or the river, little rock patches that you could just like cross to the other side. A lot of nice things. You could a lot of nice things and kind of like family oriented stuff on the left side of the trails. But if you go to the right side of the trails, it starts to go into this path where it's nothing but restaurants on the right side. So when you run, you're consistently being surrounded by restaurants on the right side. And a little part of me thought that they were going to be packed. But surprisingly, they weren't, except one restaurant, which I was like, what the fuck? So it basically keeps going until I would say 1/4 of a mile. And then from there, it just goes, it trades off into just kind of a little bit of a wooded area. And then from there, it just goes straight into the plain dirt road or path for runners and for bicyclists. So I went that route just because I knew nobody would go that far. The sun hits you. They're like, oh my God. Oh no, I'm going to get cancer. Blah, blah, blah. I just got out of this fucking house. So they're not going to go that way because there's no fucking shade. I go that way because you know what? I need to get that momentum of that, feel the burn, you know what I'm saying? Supposedly COVID dies in the heat, which, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I heard. President. Yeah, I don't believe him. So, that kind of area I went. So, I kind of finished my 4-mile run when I got back. But for some reason, I just wanted to sprint more. And then when I went to the opposite side, to the left side, bunch of people just like bunched up together, families. It's like they never done picnicking, where I guess they never done going to some trails. So a lot of those people I've never seen, because I run the trails at least once a week or well, this week, you know, I've ran it more than often, but normally you only see like the usual people, like the two older guys just playing the frisbees, like rolling them off their hands and stuff like that. Like two best friends since they were like, I don't know how long they were friends, but they're always there every morning. The usual runners, the usual cyclists, but you hardly see people camping in those little areas. Man, it was packed. It was packed as shit. There was no area to run. People were just crossing the fucking trails, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna hit some kid, or I'm gonna hit some parent, and they're gonna just, you know, oh my god, get away from me, 5 feet, 6 feet, whatever. And I'd be like, bro, you were in the way. What the fuck, bro? Oh my gosh. So I had to stop my sprint midway, and I had to sprint back. At least I could try to sprint back, but it was still too packed. So today I feel like it's kind of the testing part of in Texas, and see if things will go well in 2 weeks. So I would M says 2 weeks. You'll find out if it spikes up the number of cases, but I feel like it might be a week, or I'm not too sure. But businesses did open up. Some were slower than others, but come on, you're not gonna expect people who are intelligent to just go into locations that feel like they're going to be flustered with multiple people who have no knowledge to have some distance between each other. Especially, I feel like the people don't have distances from each other, which is understandable if like you live in the same household. But I feel like a lot of people don't, with the ones I saw. But I mean, I might be mistaken, because if I lived in a house with my girlfriend and we walk outside together, yeah, I'm not gonna be afraid to hold her hand or be in close contact with her, because who gives a fuck? We're together. But if you're meeting up friends to have a little volleyball tournament in the middle of the trails or somewhere, then you're just asking for it, bro. And that's kind of how I felt all day today when I saw that shit. And I was just like, fuck, I just got out of work because I try to give out prescriptions, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not a dick. I mean, God, I'm coming off as a dick. I mean, I love what I do because I feel like I help people in some ways, but it's very frustrating for people. I mean, they give us the opportunity to do something, and yes, I wouldn't want them to reopen the fucking Texas right away, but if they are, follow the rules, follow the guidelines. But if you don't, they're gonna motherfucking pull back, like even harder, you know. So just be cautious and aware if you live in Texas. Just don't be stupid, you know. Just be smart. Think about you have it already, you know what I mean? So separate yourself from others. Don't go about it that you don't have it. Go about it that you already have it. So keep your distance, you know, and go from there. I gotta finish this beer. I don't even know why I have it over here. I got my ice over here. I feel like the beer is becoming stronger every time I drink it. It's just really weird and pretty cool. We're gonna put it back in the ice so it won't be too hot. Sorry about the noise. Gonna shove it right in there. You know, shove it good. Give it a good little huff and puff and jimma nimma. Not sponsored by Marvel. Just letting you know, that's just my cup. I did one to Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War twice. Each movie perfect. Can't wait for movie theaters to open up. But I feel like we're gonna keep distance also even after they open up. So I spoke to M earlier this week, and I was telling him that I went on TikTok again. I go on TikTok every so often when I go take a shit. That's the only time I look at TikTok, when I'm in the shitter. Judge me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what else do I gotta do? Twitter, okay, I went through everything. I feel like it's just like I could go through Twitter within 5 minutes, and if I lose interest, I'm done. TikTok, on the other hand, I go on TikTok and I see some weird ass shit, right? Like there's always some weird trend every other day. That trend that I saw in that specific day when I was taking a shit, there was a lot of guys that were heartbroken, and a lot of guys crying in the videos that I normally wouldn't see as often, and they had these sad songs that they put on TikTok and shit. And then a lot of them, sorry, I just want to drink this beer real quick. It's so fucking good. This is like almost like you were made for me, and it's like every time we're together, we're like the best thing ever in the world. Talking to the beer. But what I basically saw was a lot of little dudes be getting their heart broken. Sometimes adults and shit like that. And a lot of them complain. Most of them are real, I think. Most of them, and I don't even know. Actually, most of them probably want clout. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, what if, because obviously there's gonna be hardship. There's gonna be situations with your significant other that's gonna be very, very difficult. And when I mean by that is that there's things that you haven't known about your spouse that you know now. Like if you're married, I think there's gonna be some hard times, obviously, but I think you're strong enough to push through that. You know, you're strong enough to be like, you know what, we got this. We were fighting for no reason, blah blah blah. But the ones I'm speaking on behalf is the ones that are puppy love, or the people who are dating but not living together. And for the people who never lived together or they weren't together for multiple years. I was specifically speaking like within the 2-year range and not living together. And then I was thinking maybe a lot of people are breaking up because those couples that were together only based the relationship on places to go to, right? So imagine it, right? You're the couple that goes out every other weekend, right? Or every other day. Go to the movie theaters, go to parties, and go to specific locations and things like that. And then you go home, you call your girl on the phone and you reminisce about just what you did or the day before what you did or things like that. And then from there, it just continues and it builds up and you're just consistently doing things, blah, blah. You're repeating the same process but doing new things consistently. So it's always like a new adventure for them. But when the quarantine happened, this is my kind of hypothetical guess or theory, is that I feel like those couples who did that and all they have now is communication over the phone, they run out of shit to talk about. And then once they run out of shit to talk about, they start learning things that they don't know about their spouse or significant other or boyfriend or girlfriend. And then they see things that, man, I never noticed that about you. Or maybe this is a boring relationship, a very boring relationship that maybe it's not going to work during this quarantine. And it might hit you up afterwards, but I feel like most of the couples that break up is because they realize, man, you're boring. And then you're boring. Like, what the fuck am I doing with you? All we do is go out, reminisce, but I don't know you in a deep way. And when I do, I don't like it, you know? That's my whole mentality when it comes to the whole TikTok thing. Or not just TikTok thing, but relationships with puppy love. Like, they haven't had the opportunity to really think about each other until they were forced to. And I think most of them don't last. That's what I'm saying. The marriage people, I feel like they are able to kind of hold the fort and continue to be together, even though sometimes it's difficult because you just get annoyed by what they do. But you already know what they do, you know? So that's the difference. You already know what they do. So you just like, oh my God, you're doing that shit again, you know? And you just fight, whatever, make love, and then that's it. Done. And then y'all just forget about it. But for new couples, you're just like, man, I don't even see you. You're being judgmental and this and that. You know, I'm guessing, guys, but I feel like most couples that are that young, they kind of don't last. You're gonna see a lot of single people after the quarantine. Bet. Because there's only, and I'm saying that, I'm generalizing all of them together. But obviously there are those significant, or just those exceptions that, last. Because what if they do know things about each other and they're, you know what? I kind of really appreciate you telling me that. You're opening up to me like that. Guys, I give you this thing. I mean, I give you one advice that I could possibly give you. Sorry, it's already kicking now. The buzzness. God, it feels so good. Guys, I give you one advice. One advice from me is open up about your feelings. Always be specific about what you want. Always tell them how you feel. Regardless if you're afraid. Because if you don't, you're always gonna be wondering why. And I mean, y'all, I'm sure y'all already know that, and I'm sure you're like, man, this motherfucking old bitch ass, pussy ass motherfucker is like, he's telling me shit that I already know. What the fuck you, bitch, you know? But honestly, think about it. Most guys are afraid to show exactly how they feel to women. Maybe because you're afraid that they might run off. So you're very fearful about that. So you hold back. And then eventually, whenever you finally, let it out, and it becomes an argument, and it becomes something that shouldn't have been a bigger. But if you were always open about it from the get-go, maybe that conversation or argument wouldn't have happened. So just continue to open up. Obviously, the main thing in relationships that I believe in, and I'm a big person, a big believer in that, is communication. Communication always comes first. Always tell them what you want, and ladies too, tell your guys what you want and what you expect. Some guys will run off if you're like, if you want a specific person. A lot of guys will just be like, you know what, I ain't like that. I just want to hit it. You don't know. You'll weed out the crazy ones, and if you tell them what you want from the get go, don't be afraid if you tell them, hey, I want to be in a serious relationship. I'm not like the casual kind of person. Don't give in if you're ladies and he's a beautiful man, and don't give in if you're a man and she's a beautiful lady. Just because you truly want to be in a relationship with her, don't change what you specifically want just because you want to win her over, because it's not going to work out. She wants us to hook up, and you want to be with her, and you convince yourself, you know what, if I talk to her and eventually, little by little, maybe she could know how I am and she could fall in love with me. Not specifically fall in love right away, but she could maybe lean into more of a relationship. But that's never going to happen, because if a girl specifically tells you, hey, I don't want casual, that's all you're going to fucking get. Because if you do not be true to yourself and you say, you know what, I want casual too, but in deep down inside you're like, I really want to be with her, you're gonna get hurt 100%. I promise you. Spitting facts out here. Sorry, I didn't really spit. It was like makeshift spit. Oh. Damn, it's really hard. Sorry, this whole conversation was supposed to be about how quarantine will end up making people single. That was about it. That's basically all I had on the podcast. Nah, I had more shit. I mean, I could do quick shots, but I don't want to do quick shots. I just want to keep it chill. I want to keep it vibing with me and you and the people out there. Again, I'm sorry about the late responses. Sorry, I mean, nobody has really texted me. But sorry about the late uploads. This weekend has been troubling. It's been hard. Tonight, I'm going to post a video. Or probably, today's Saturday. Tomorrow, I'm going to post the video of the previous episode. I'm going to post also the beer. Which, again, it was pretty good. But now that I think about it, it didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me. At the end, my stomach felt really weird. And I'm like, oh, man. That's one thing about ciders for me. It's my stomach at the end feels really weird. Lagers, on the other hand, or quadruple amber. What the fuck this is? Whatever that is. God damn, what is it? It's oh my god, what the fuck is it? It's an exceptional quadruple amber. I was right. It's a Dos Equis. I think it's better than Dos Equis. Come at me, bro. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, I also want to say, for those out there who listen to Spanish music, there's this one song and this one guy that I've been listening to this past day, just because, you know, I kind of want to feel like my dad felt back when I was younger. Not that my mom was everything. I mean, not that my mom was a bad person, but when you get older and you listen to your old folks' songs, you start to realize, man, they were sad. Or, man, they're still sad. Or, man, what the fuck happened between my mom and dad? Obviously, I know what happened, but that's not your business. Maybe I could take my mom and dad to talk about it on the podcast. There's a lot of things I want to do on the podcast. I want to bring Kay. I want to bring J Trey back. I want to bring Mooney back. Okay, so J Trey's whole online persona, I want him to come back because of that. Kay, because I'm sure he has a lot of shit to say about this whole coronavirus thing. and because he's very intelligent, especially things going on now. And I want to have Mooney back because he comes back from the army, so I want to hear his whole stance about how the boot camp and all that shit and how to shoot guns, and like I want to hear all that shit. And then I want my mom to come on here and talk about how she crossed the border and how she kind of almost, got caught and things happened and then people were left over and things like that. It was crazy. It's crazy stuff that I want to come up here. And also, there's multiple girls and ladies that want to come on the podcast. So this quarantine is really fucking my podcast up. I take that back. I'm fucking the podcast up. But guys, if y'all bear with me, you will have all those people coming back. I mean, I hope they want to come back, right? But y'all will have more of a different variety, not just a specific me and not just specific M. But even though that's kind of how we started, I love that shit, and that's kind of the shit I can't want to keep continuing. But I also want to expand on some other stuff too as well. So we're just gonna keep going. Let me get some more beer. So I apologize for those audiences that are listening on the podcast. It's gonna be a lot of noise. I'm almost done with this shit. I can't even tell. I'm halfway done, I think. Should I got a beer cup? Gotta pour in my cup. Hey, drinking, sipping, drinking, pouring, drinking. I got a lot of but another from bottles. There you go. Obviously, I made that part up. So I was listening to Pepe Aguilar. Mujeres como tú. Ay, grosero. I forgot how it goes. I'm gonna put that bitch on there. I'll put a snippet on it so I can hear it with me. I forgot the fucking lyrics. DJ, I wasn't calling you. Hey, you miss me, girl? You miss me, girl? You're so cute. Sorry. She's just looking at me. I'll give you treats later, okay? I promise. After the podcast, which is about 20 minutes left. Y'all guys out there, let me know if during this quarantine, whoever is listening, please, anywhere, give me a fucking comment. Anywhere out there, give me a comment if you feel like the 50-minute is working better than the hour and a half or plus more. Because I feel like I was listening to the 50-minute episode one and I was like, whoa, it's over. I feel pretty good about it. It's not too much, it's not too less. By the way, there was a lot of cliffhangers left that we haven't even gone back and talked about. Don't think I forgot about it. It's just that quarantine, bro, and life happens, Life throws you a bone, and if you catch it, you're like, oh, this is nasty. And you're like, give me another bone, and disease. Give me another bone. Failure. So bones. Talking about bones, I was listening to Bizzy Bone. I don't know if anybody ever heard that one song. Oh shit, I forgot the name of the song. That song from Friday. Next Friday, I think that's what they call it. With Ice Cube. It's Friday and called Next Friday. Yeah. The song from Bizzy Bone. It's whenever Ice Cube and this one guy, this actor, I think he passed away, or I think he killed somebody. I don't know. Forgot. But him and Day, they were smoking weed in the disco. In the disco store, and the song came on. And again, I'm gonna put a snippet too right here, right now. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's who wanna pass, you wanna pass, I wanna pass, you wanna pass, come get a stone, yeah. Oh man, yeah, that song. I'm not trying to sing, so FY. Oh, who want a bag? You want a bag? I want a bag. You want a bag? Come and get a stone. Obviously, there's words that I can't say that's on there, but I forgot the name of the song. I kind of want to know the name of this. I kind of want to check it and see what the name of the song is, because it's a really good song. Bizzy Bone. For any potheads out there, it's a good song. You know what? I have a lot of pothead songs if you want to listen to it. And I promise you, you would not regret it. You will either get laid or have a great ass buzz. Bizzy Bone. Damn it. Next Friday soundtrack. My God. It's called Friday day. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that. But beautiful song to smoke weed for two. And also a song called Bowl for Two. Again, I'm sorry for those who do not smoke weed. I apologize. Even if you don't smoke weed, I think they're really good songs. The other one's called Bowl for Two, and it's from the Expendables. Now let me give you a little hint of here's another snippet of the song. I'm gonna go a lot of snippets of the song. I'm probably gonna suit and shit. But it's commentary, right? It's my opinion. So here's a snippet of the song. If you could kind of vaguely hear it in the background. This song, whenever I did K2, I was in a hypnotizing translucent. What the fuck am I saying? I was in a translucent state. Everything around me kept repeating itself. I already spoke about this experience in other episodes, but for the new listeners, I mean, oh man, if I tell you everything that I've done, even some of my sisters would be like, man, that's gross. Not drug wise, but just sexual wise. Even okay, we ain't going there. I was doing K2. I don't know if it was laced with something or whatever, but I shit you not, everything kept repeating itself. Everything. Like, okay, so let me show you how I was, right, whenever I was smoking the weed. So listeners, I'm sorry, it's gonna be kind of crappy. But for the audience, right, I was like that, smoking weed, right? And like everything just, it was my friend here that I can't say his name because I don't know if I'm allowed to, and M, because we did it in front of his mom's porch. They knew we were smoking, but didn't know what we were smoking. And I was like that the whole time, right? And I was high, and the song was on repeat. I didn't know it was on repeat. I always thought that in my mind I was hearing it like consistently, and I was like that with one leg up, but I don't know if you can tell right now. Let me see. I had one leg up, right? I don't know if you could tell. I don't think you could tell, but had one leg up, and I was stuck in this position, and I was like this. Bro, everything keeps repeating itself, bro. I swear this song keeps repeating itself. Actually, I have no balance because I have a lot of shit in front of me, but I was in that consistent stage where I just kept repeating itself. I keep thinking I was in the same I was doing the same thing consistently over and over again. So that kind of affected me after I stopped smoking it, because there was a point where my manager was talking to me, and I felt like she was saying it twice, even though she was saying it once. So I'm glad K2 was banned, same as bath salt. I've never done bath salt, but there's always drugs, experimental drugs out there that are illegal at one point, and they go illegal at the next, you know. Bath salt, you know, turn to zombies. No. The only drug they best not take away from me is a beer. And it's kind of a drug, guys. Come on, let's admit it gives you a good little high, and it makes you do some stupid shit sometimes. But it's like any other smoker, any other cigarette smoker, or any other crackhead. You just become tolerant to it, and you know how to control it more. Is that like a hot shot fire or whatever? Pew pew. Sorry, I'm just looking at my little girl. Sorry, Gigi. She's okay. By the way, the puppies came out really cute. I could take a picture or two as well up here to show you how they look like. Excuse the little poopiness that they make. They poop a lot. I usually clean their towels or their sheets every weekend. But they don't really poop that much. They're beautiful babies. I'm excited. Like one of them, I don't know what they call them. She's like white and silver. I was thinking about calling her Storm, like the X-Men Storm, because her costume and obviously her hair. But at the same time, I feel like if I give her a nickname, it'll be a Stormy. And I realized that Kylie Jenner has a little daughter named Stormy. Then I didn't want it after that. And I was thinking about calling my puppy Avatar, because she has like a little line down her forehead. But either that or Aang. But she's a girl though, so I don't know if it's gonna work out. Yeah, so guys, kind of want to stop it now, but we're gonna see where this goes. And you know it never goes well at all. So let's hope it goes well. By the way, I'm recording 4K. So if it doesn't make a fucking difference, I'm gonna be pissed. Be hugely pissed. So There's one thing that I do miss right now, especially this quarantine. Even though I don't do shit like on the weekends every so often. I mean, as much as I used to do when I was younger. But I miss my family. I miss hanging out with my sisters. I miss just having the opportunity to have that option to go over there, or just go. Like if I feel like claustrophobic in my room, I want the option just to go somewhere specifically and just sit down and be around strangers. You know, I miss that. But I don't know how it's gonna be after we get out. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be precautionist. Excuse the fuck out of me. Sorry. I don't know if it's gonna be cautious. Like, people are gonna be cautious. People, honestly, once I get the fuck out of the quarantine, if we go on the bars, like whenever it's like more than 25 people. Once I go to the bars, I don't give a fuck if I have no confidence. I'm gonna go and just talk to the prettiest girl I could possibly can. And if I get denied, fuck it. I mean, fuck, what the fuck? Fuck it, you know. And I'm that type of person that is very fearful when it comes to talking to any girls at all, because I know that I'm not the best looking person. I know I don't make the best money, and I know that I have nothing to give. When I take that back, I have a lot to give. But when you see a specific person, you kind of know what they kind of want. Or, I mean, I don't know if that's kind of stereotyping the person in general, but like, you kind of know you're out of the league, right? So I think now, whenever I'm done with this quarantine, depending on the situation I'm at, what if I'm, taken by the time I get out, which I doubt it. But I mean, there's always exceptions before I get out of quarantine. But if I'm sure they're not gonna happen, or my thoughts of what could possibly happen. But I know there's no reason why it would happen. But if I am single once I get out of the quarantine, or if I know that it's gonna be just for sure, I'm gonna go all out, but not like a crazy psycho pervert. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna see a person that, oh, she's very pretty. Let me go up to her. Hey, how you doing? Oh, no, get the fuck away from me. COVID. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Next person, I'm like, if I see a person that I find attractive, or even if I glance and they glance at me and we kind of lock into each other's eyes, and I'm gonna try to go for it, because back then I would lock into somebody's eyes and they'd be like, oh shit, oh my gosh, she's looking at me. What the fuck should I do? And the whole night I'm like, I should have done something. I'm tired of it. I think anybody out there who's like me, who's very afraid to go up to girls, or even in general have a conversation with random people, do it. Fuck it. That's our COVID resolution. COVID resolutions. It's basically a new year, right? I mean, I don't know, for me it is. Because I feel like I've been in a twilight zone. I feel like I've been doing jobs in random times. I worked today on Saturday, which I fucking hate working on Saturdays. But I'm fortunate enough to have a job. But at the same time, I feel like this is unreal. Everything feels fucking surreal. And I don't like that. I feel like I have no control over what the fuck's gonna happen. I mean, obviously none of us do. But I feel like I did before this. I feel like I had a little control before this. Now I feel like I just have to go with it. Have to just continuously go with it and figure out, you know what, fuck it. Something will eventually happen, or like something will bound to get better, but it just doesn't in this situation now. Again, I have a job. Yes, I'm very grateful for that. A lot of people don't. I fucking have a podcast. I'm podcasting on a fucking Saturday night. Most people maybe don't even have food. So like, what the fuck am I bitching about? I have nothing to bitch about. My mom came a long way from Mexico, and we were struggling, and all of our family has been working during quarantine. My dad, he's a meat cutter at a restaurant. Bless his heart, because he has a very low blood pressure. I mean, he has high blood pressure, so like he's susceptic. My mom has thyroids, but she's just not working. My sister, daycare, which she's great. She's fine, I think. She's healthy, but still scary. You're taking care of rich people's kids. My sister's a teacher. Well, I feel like I'm calling what the fuck am I doing? Anyways, my whole family, they're fortunate to have jobs, and we're all fortunate enough to be where we're at. And I don't know why I'm complaining. I have beer in front of me. Most people don't have beer. I'm just being a little bitch right now. Or I'm drunk. I don't know. I hope the 4K doesn't capture the spit. Oh, I thought I was done with it. We're almost done with it. Oh, hell yeah. Probably almost done. Okay, let's calm down. Let's just relax, all right? The last 10 minutes we're gonna relax here, all right? Let's put this over here a little lower. Let's go right here. Yeah, that's right there. Let's go right here. Hey, so during summer, I don't even know what summer is anymore. I feel like everything's just out of place right now. But I kind of want to make some beats. If I'm not going to school during summer, I kind of want to make some beats and, you know, just have fun with some beats and just, I don't know, make songs. I have no idea. I just want to have fun with stuff. I want to be creative on random things. If it turns big, cool. But I'm not trying to be famous. I just want to do it because for fun. Like, I don't know. I kind of wish I wasted the money on like a new computer so I could have a better software, you know, but I make mistakes. I'll buy a lot of food whenever I had that money. And then I had babies, obviously, or doggies. Anyways, yeah, I've been wanting to have more creativity when it comes to what I do now, because I feel like now I'm finally getting used to quarantine. I hate to say that because I feel like a lot of people already gotten used to it. I finally feel like you know what? It's quarantine. It's whatever. But I mean, now I'm like quadruple quarantine because of what happened in my job. So I can't really specifically say what happened, but I mean, I didn't sign a contract, so I could technically say what happened, but I shouldn't say what happened because my boss is listening to my podcast. And then I'm like, boss, I swear to God, man, I didn't sign a contract, so it's not my fault. But I'm not going to do it. Maybe afterwards I could say it. But no, not even then. Everybody's safe. Let's just say that. Everybody is being safe, taken care of. Everybody else is also safe around us. And even the customers. Everybody is safe. It's just in the initial reaction, I was like, oh my God. You know, but we're good. I'm fine. Healthy, so I'm all good. But what I'm trying to say is that during the summer, I guess now I'm used to quarantine. So on a Saturday night, around this time, a couple weeks ago, I would freak out. I'm like, oh my God, what is everybody else doing? Everybody's having game nights with their family, being on Zoom. And then like, what am I doing? Am I alone? This and that, you know? And then you start to feel kind of lonely. That's kind of how it was for a couple of weeks. And then now, since I have to be hardcore quarantine, I'm just like, you know what? I could possibly, you know, harm. God damn, it's fucking burping. But what happened in my job, basically? I could possibly, if I had it, you know, I'd rather be quarantined than like go out there and be like, oh, I don't got it. Maybe. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I feel like right now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm quarantined, even though I'm not really supposed to be. Specifically specifically regarding my roommate and my friends. That's what I mean when I say I'm quarantining myself. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's just me. That's it. Not saying fuck everybody else around me, but at the same time, I'm like, it's basically just me, solo dolo, Kikari. So I'm just solo doloing the fuck out of it. By the way, I want to start saying this. I don't know if it's kind of copyrighted, but I was listening to, obviously, I don't know if y'all people, oh my God, I almost dropped that. If anybody out there does anybody watch Scrubs? Because I'm a big fan of Scrubs, and this actor passed away, and it's so sad. I think Sam, I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, let me look him up real quick. Sam Lloyd. He's the one that's kind of bald, and like he's like one of like damn it, the doctor's kind of sad guy. But he used to sing a lot of songs, and one of my favorite songs from him was Hey Ya. His cover from Hey Ya from Outkast, or no, Andre 2000. And dude, his songs are beautiful, and he's a great singer. And when he passed away, it kind of bummed me out because I listened to that song even after I listened to a lot of soundtracks when it comes to Scrubs, and they're beautiful. Where was I going with this? Damn, there was a reason why I was going with it. Oh my gosh, Scrubs. Ted. Well, his name was Ted on Scrubs, but honestly, god dang, I forgot what's going with it. There was. Oh yeah. So there was a song on Scrubs that it's called it's, oh my gosh. I'm sorry guys, I'm like losing it right now because I'm buzzed. It's probably not good content, I apologize, but you know what, that's who I am. If you like it, great. If you don't, it's all good. Well, anyways, it's a song, right? I'll look it up eventually. I know I have the name of it on my phone, but my phone's recording me. God, that's good as beer. It's already 1 a.m. on a Saturday. It's a 1 a.m. Wait, it's Sunday. On a 1 a.m. So it's 1 a.m. on a Sunday. 1 a.m. on a Sunday. So there's a song that a guy on Scrubs sings, and what he says that I kind of thought it was really cool. He says, "Ghost of beer." It's ghost of beer and blah. And I'm like, that sounds really cool. Hey guys, instead of like, hey, let's chug it, or hey, cheers. Hey, let's ghost the beer. I don't know. I think that sounds really cool. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up because I think I liked it. I was listening to it earlier, so never mind. I'm gonna look it up. Jack Johnson, I think his name is. No. I have to look it up real quick. I think it's called Changes. Oh man, I don't even know. Oh, Overkill. The song is Colin Hay. The singer is Colin Hay, and the song is called Overkill. That song really, like, when I was watching the episode, it really got to me because I was feeling sad, and it's a really good song to feel sad to, because I feel like it's very positive in some ways, but it's a really good song. You know what? Fuck it. Since I'm playing songs everywhere, I'll play this one too. Day after day, here we go away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Something like that. Day after day. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not big enough to get sued, right? Or copyrighted. I mean, I'm not using your songs to just jam out to, but I'm putting it out there. This is gonna be a lot of editing. But you know what? I love you out there. I did it for y'all. I made myself look stupid for y'all. Nah, I'm already stupid as it is. Alright, let's see the last pour. Oh, that's it? Oh, we done, guys. We're done, guys. We're gonna do it right now. Alright, I'm gonna talk like this now. Okay, I'm gonna talk like this right now. I'm gonna pour it up. We got pour it up. So good. Okay, so I'm in my last pour. So I'm gonna close it out within the next 5 minutes. So I can just chug it and be like, fuck it. By the way, I am not drunk. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. Ain't I like them summer nights? Ain't I like them summer nights? Hey. With the pop, whatever that song is. I am so fucking alone. Except I have Gigi though. Come on, girl. You know what? Let's finish this beer with my girl. Hold on, let me. I need to sit down straight. Gigi, come here. Over here. Come here, girl. All right, come on. Come on, jump. Come on, girl. Don't you people want to jump? Come on, Gigi. All right, she doesn't know how to get up here because there's a lot of wires in the way. So don't worry, girl. I'm gonna give you like shit ton of treats when we get off. Because I love you. You're just funny. Okay, by the way, I guess when she was pregnant, she wasn't really smiling a lot. And I mean, I don't know if dogs smile, but I feel like they do. She literally just looks at me and has the tongue sticking out, and she just opens her mouth. I mean, obviously that's people. It means you're thirsty, but she does it like in a weird, cute way. You do. Yeah, you do. Come here. Come on. Show the people your smile. Come on. That's your baby. All right. I don't know if you can see her, but look. Come here. So this is my girl. No beer for you, girl. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's a cute. Oh man, sorry, listeners. You're just looking at me sounding like all dumb. I mean, you're just hearing me sound all dumb, which is every other day. I lick my hand. It's all good. It's all good. I have beer in my hand. Sorry. I'm sorry. You could lick my hand later. Sounds weird. By the way, dogs lick your hands because you have like food left over in your hands, or it just tastes good. I don't fucking know. You want food? Oh, you want food? Okay, you want food. Whenever she does that, she learned because she never used to do that. But now she like breathes harder because she wants food. Before I thought I was like, oh, she's thirsty. Oh, she wants to go poop. But nah, she just wants motherfucking food. You smart puppy. Or she's 7 years old, so she's a smart grown woman. All right, guys. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's finish the beer. Let's get it done. Gigi wants to go poop and want food and want drinks, so I want to give her this drinks. Would you say hi? Say hello, guys. I'm East. I'm East baby mama. Wait, that sounds weird. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and chug it, guys. I hope you're having a great quarantine out there. I mean, that sounds not right at all. Let me start over. Hey, guys. Cheers. I'm with you. Let's ghost this beer. I'm with you. And if it is trademarked, I apologize. I do not mean to take it away. I'll stop doing it. But if it's not trademarked, and if it's like anybody else says it, then I'm gonna keep saying it. Let's ghost this beer and fade away. I mean, that lyric probably is copyrighted. But that's like a good little combination, right? Let's ghost the beer and fade away. Let's ghost the beer and fade away. That's so badass. Bro, that guy's a great singer. Oh, god damn, I'm burping a lot. GG. Hello, girl. Again, it's called OverKill Colin Hay. It came out in 2002. I was 12. Kind of tells you how old I am right now. How would that look, guys? Young enough, right? Okay, let me try it. Alright, let's do this, guys. I can't even chug a beer. I'm not chugging the beer. No, fuck that shit, cut. I'm gonna sip it, pour it, drink it, headshot. All right, okay. No more bullshit. All right, guys. Hey, look, guys, I really do appreciate all of y'all. Oh, late. I really appreciate all of y'all joining in, tuning in. I think this episode is gonna come out earlier, just because I want y'all to hear it and because I want y'all to enjoy it. Because I feel like if I'm able to do it before Tuesday, I'm gonna do it. The video wise, audio too. I don't care. The quarantine is a different thing, so I'm just gonna post it when I am finished with it. I'm not gonna wait until Tuesday or Wednesday. Just until after the quarantine, it's gonna go back to normal. But during the quarantine, when I record, I'm gonna edit right away. I'm gonna post it right away, and I'm gonna continue right away. So expect this to come out sooner than usual, just because I want you to love me. That was kind of weird. By the way, I've been listening to a lot of Bad Bunny. One of the songs I like a lot right now, and it's a new album. Obviously, no, you come back. Ignorantes. I don't know why. They hit hard. They're really hard. The beat, oh my god. The way they sing, oh my god. Alright, anyways. Like M says, if you're having a bad day, I forgot the rest. And then, like Kay says, there's always good around every corner. So don't sweat the small stuff. And how I say is, please be cautious about what you do. Be kind to other people. And just be the best person you could be. We're going to get through this. This will be over before you know it. And we could get back to how we live. Even better. And smarter. And if next time we will be prepared. No more bullshit. Let's all be one. And let's all be great to each other. Alright. So let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, go shop beers. Alright. You have a great day. Bye.